Hey, everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to another unboxing, or unwrapping as it were, of the Digimon card game. This is for the X record set. So lots of times you see me open up full boxes, other times you see me open up booster packs. Today it's going to be a bunch of booster packs. I have 40 here. So as opposed to opening up a full box where I'm generally guaranteed to get one of these secret rares and one of the... and using alt art, and I get some promo cards. Buying single packs, I have no guarantees on any of that. But there are 112 cards in here. So this is the brand new set, number 9. It's got a lot of the X-Antibody cards in Digimon. Outside of that, I don't know what's all in here. I don't remember. I've looked over the card list, but I try not to memorize them or read through all the stuff. I like to kind of see them as I open them. Of course, 12 cards per pack. There's our list. We have the 44 commons, 30 uncommons, 26 rares, 10 super rares, and 2 secret rares. So there's always, usually I think it's 3 commons per pack, and then 2 rares per pack, but the rares can be mixed between the regular, super, and potentially the secret rares or alt art. Yeah, so we'll definitely see what we get in here. This is the cardboard pack they come in when you buy them in the stores. And as you see, I had the piles. I unwrapped all of them, so it has the same information on the back. I just left one in the box so we could see a little bit bigger print, I guess. Maybe it wasn't. Alright, so we're going to crack one of these open and see what we got. I'm not sure who this is on the cover. I'm guessing it's probably one of our secret rares, though. But alright, let's hop in and see what we got. Alright. Alright, so here we go. And just some suggestions I was brought up to me is I'm not going to be able to show off all of the information just because of how my camera... Let me see if I can get my camera at a better angle. A little bit maybe closer. So it doesn't have to zoom as far. I don't know if that'll help or not. It might. But yeah, so I don't usually go through the gameplay. We'll just go over some of the basics of what each card is. First, so of course we have the name. So this is Raidenmon. The color of the bars here, or what color it is. There's red, yellow, blue, green, purple, black, and white. And each one kind of has their own different statistics. On the side here, it'll say what side it is. So BT-09 is Booster 9. Card number 62, and the little circle that says it's a common. So it could be a C for common, U for uncommon, R for rare, SR for super rare, or I think SR... I think it's also SR for secret rare as well. I don't remember if it has a different one. Alt arts just have the regular rarity. Foils are all rare, but they can come in different types of foils, so we'll kind of look at them when we get across them. Of course, then there's all the other just set information. The little one means it's the first edition. Then there's information like the game stuff and the artist on the side. Then the other things on the top, you have the play cost. It costs you 5 points to play this card. Unless you're leveling it up from a level 3 Digimon, then it only costs 2. He's currently a level 4. It says what type of card it is. There's Digimon, In Training, Tamer, and Option cards. So there's 4 different kinds. Your DP is your, I'm not gonna remember if it's digital points or damage points. I think it might be digital points, but that's basically its attack level. Then below the name down here, we have the Champion, Vaccine, and Cyborg X-Antibody. Champion is the level or evolution. So they go in training, rookie, champion, ultimate, mega. And then the vaccine is their type. So there's vaccine. Typically, there's vaccine, virus, and data. There can also be unknowing, and then the in training sometimes don't have any. There can be some other ones like unidentified, but those are the main ones. And then the last type is the type they get. So this is a cyborg and one of the X-Antibodies, which I mentioned earlier. And they can be literally any type of descriptor words. Mammal, shellfish, dinosaur, beast king, bird king. So we'll see a lot of those. Then the very bottom thing in this box is where they'll have if they have a special effect when they level up. So you place the new card on top of it and it gains that ability. That's their inherited effect if they have one. And then sometimes in the text box they'll have an extra ability. Alright, so we got a Raidenmon to start with. Let's see if I can get a little bit. There we go. A little bit better picture of that artwork. Alright, so there we go. We have a Raidenmon. Then we have a Reg. Maki Digimon. It's a champion dinosaur. So he doesn't have any extra special effects. There we go. So there's that guy. I'm not going to read every little piece of information on every card. Here's some Toy Agumon. Rookie vaccine puppet type. Oh, so there's the guy that goes with the other guy. The Mini Digimon. So he's a mini dragon. So that's the rookie version of our other guy. So he changes into him when he becomes a champion. We have Crabmon. I love when they put the other Digimon in there as well. There's another rookie crustacean. There's Sequoiamon, and then their in-training version. Zamasumon, X-Antibody. So these X-Antibody are from, I don't remember the name of the story. It's from one of the side stories from like, it wasn't one of the regular, cartoons or mangas. And the whole thing with X-Antibodies is basically I don't know all the details, but just even from looking at they all basically are like extra furl or have extra things. So like this Zamasumon has extra big fangs, big claws and stuff. So they're kind of like super powered versions of them. So here we have, this also has Digimon Zero from Zamasumon. So he's a level 3, but if you have a Zamasumon, you can Digivolve him from him for free. So there's one Digivolving trash the top 3 cards of your deck, which is basically discarding. And we have a Bearmon, which is another rookie. We've got a lot of rookies so far. He's from Digimon World, I remember. Alright, and our first uncommon is we're going to get one of the Tamers, which are the Digidestined generally. So we have Daigo Nishishigama. When an opponent's Digimon becomes unsuspended during a main phase, you may suspend this Tamer to gain 1 memory. Your turn, when one of your Digimon Digivolves into a black level 6, it gains blocker until the end of your opponent's turn. When an opponent's Digimon attacks, you may suspend this Digimon to force the opponent to attack it instead. Security, play this card without paying its memory cost. So security is like when you get attacked, you have basically like shields essentially, and if that card's in there, now you get this card. So I'm not sure what series he's from off the top of my head. I don't remember. He's from one of the later ones, so he might be from something with X-Antibody stuff, which I don't know, or he might be from like the Cyber Sleuth world. Here's our next uncommon. We have Digimon X-Antibody, which is a little bit more pointy. Digiball from Digimon for 0. When Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. On your turn, add 1000 to the maximum DP. You can choose with DP based deletion effects. This is a Dark Dragon. Our last uncommon, we get the 3 of them. We have an option, so these are usually like abilities, or sometimes just extra little things out there. So this is X Program. Well, you have a Digimon with Dex or X Death in its name. You may use this card without meeting its color requirement. So it's a white card, so you have to normally have a white Digimon to play it. Main, when delete one Digimon without X-Antibody in its traits. If there are 3 or more Digimon in play, delete all Digimon without X-Antibody in their traits instead. Security, delete one of your opponent's Digimon without X-Antibody. Ooh, that's kind of crazy. Straight up delete a bunch of stuff. Alright, our first rare. So, our regular rares, we're just going to get their overall, like, a base foil. Just the entire thing's kind of foiled. We have Wargrowlmon to go with our Dealmon. So it's Wargrowlmon X-Antibody. When Digivolving until the end of your opponent's turn, 2 of their Digimon gain on deletion, lose 1 memory. Then if Wargrowlmon or X-Antibody is in the Digimon's Digivolution cards, choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose total DP adds up to 6,000 or less and delete them. So a lot of deletion. Yeah, it's just big old giant finger claws. Then our last card is another rare. We have a Mega. And Megas tend to be full arts. Regardless of if they're rare or common, it doesn't matter. These are full arts, so I'm going to kind of get a good angle on that. Grand Drachmon. Mega Virus Dark Animal. When Digivolving, you may play 1 purple level 3 Digimon from your trash without paying its memory cost. End of attack. Once per turn, you may Digivolve one of your other Digimon into a Digimon card with Undead or Dark Animal in its traits from your trash without paying for its memory card. So purple likes to trash a lot of its cards, and then this gets you the bonus of using it. Alright, so that's pretty cool. So that's our first pack. Alright, let's hop into pack number 2. This may end up being a 2-parter video, we'll have to see. Because usually by the time I get to about half the packs, I end up with all the commons and uncommons. And I'm just shuffling through all the rares. And by that point, the rest of the packs go a lot quicker. Alright, so our first one is Groundfang. So this looks like a version of Leomon. So this is like his special move. Main, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon and one of their suspended tamers to the bottom of their owner's deck. Security, activate this card's main effect. Another Crabmon, another Bearmon, another one of him. We have a Megalopryamon. Mega type. So when attacking, you may play 1 Digimon card with Priamon and its name from the Digimon's Digivolution card without paying its memory cost. Cool, so we should hopefully get a Digimon. He's an X-Antibody as well. Bearmon's evolution, Grizzlymon. Nothing extra special about him. We have Sanglupamon, werewolf dog type with a bunch of blades everywhere. This Digimon digivolves into a Digimon with the Undead or Dark Animal in its traits from your trash for its Digivolution cost. So we're going to get that as kind of a theming. Ooh, fun. We got a dual color one. We got Raidenmon. So it's yellow and black. So that's definitely cool. I'm not sure who he's fighting there. He's kind of horns. So it kind of looks like a version of a Kakumon. But it looks like he has like a cape. So I have to see what he is. Hand main. If you have a Digimon to play with Gustamon or Raidenmon in its name, you may play 1 memory to place this card under that Digimon in the bottom of its Digivolution card. When Digivolve, you may trash 1 Digimon card with Machine or Cyborg in its traits in your hand to have one of your opponent's Digimon gain minus 4,000 BP till the end of the turn. When attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4,000. So I see maybe like a fusion between Raidenmon and Gustamon. He might be. He definitely looks pretty cool. So that's our first uncommon. Our second one is Uwagamon, the X-Antibody. Little Tentamon down there. So if Uwagamon or X-Antibody in its Digimon Digivolution cards, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Then if this Digimon is attacking, you may switch the target of the attack to one of your opponent's suspended Digimon. Your turn, when a Digimon would Digivolve into a Digimon with Insectoid in its traits, reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. Ooh, sweet. So, on the back of the cards, they're blue. They kind of show like a Digivolution circle. They kind of like, your Digimon goes in there, they kind of like reform when they Digivolve. But then we have our Digi Eggs, which start off as eggs, and they're white backs because they go in a special pile just to help keep them. So I love these because the Digi Egg at the top, they don't have any of the attack costs. So you have Poyoyomon, who's the bigger one. That's the in training, and then this other one's like the baby version. So this is the one that actually hatches from the egg, and then they become the in training. But I love that they always put both of them on there. So on your turn, when an effect adds a card to your hand, this Digimon gets 1000 DP for your turn. So this is where you start off Digivolving your Digimon generally. Alright, our first rare is Soul Digitalization. So we have a big giant flaming guy and a black knight guy, kind of like a War Greymon type dude. Not sure who he is though. Might have been the guy from the artwork. Oh, he sure is. There's that guy. You can see like he kind of has like a glowing in his chest, has his hand up because he's summoning that. So it's kind of neat. Hopefully we get him. Main, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose one Digimon with X-Antibody and its traits among them, and delete one of your opponent's Digimon whose play cost less or equal to than the chosen play cost. Trash the revealed cards, then place one card with X-Antibody and its traits from your trash under one of your Digimon with X-Antibody and its traits in the bottom of its distribution. Okay, so basically you look at them, you get one of them cards. Cool. Then we have our second rare, which is a super rare. So it's SR down there. So Raidenmon. Definitely a creepy one. This is a purple yellow falling angel. Getting a Digivolve 0 with a 6 plus level purple and a level 6 yellow. Digivolve unsuspended with a 2 specified Digimon stacked on top of each other. So you can get 2 6s, you can summon this rather than paying the 15 cost. When Digivolving, when DNA Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's level 6 or higher Digimon and all their level 5 or lower Digimon. For each Digimon deleted by this effect, recovery plus 1 deck. On deletion, you may trash the top card of your security stack to play this card without paying its memory cost. Oh boy, that's crazy, so it comes back right away. Awesome, so we got one of the kind super rares already. So this set has a lot of the X-Antibodies, but they have appeared sparingly throughout all the other sets. So if you've been buying all the other sets, you could occasionally be getting other X-Antibodies that work with all these. So that's actually really cool. You know, versus like when they had the Tamer set or the Adventure 2 with the Armor set, they didn't really have any other characters that went with them yet, so like those are kind of inclusive to those sets. Alright, let's look at pack number 3. We got a Divermon. Yep, just a ultimate aquatic fish guy with a scuba pack. Another Sanlupemon. We have an option card. So this is Attack of the Heavy Mobile Digimon. So we have Megagormon, which is the green guy up on the top of the bunny things. And I don't know who the other two are off the top of my head. Hopefully we'll get them and we can figure out. But it says you may trash one cyborg or machine in its traits to have in your hand to have all your level 6 Digimon with machine in their traits gain rush. Can attack the turn it comes into play. And on play, this Digimon has a Digivolution card Blitz. This Digimon can attack when your opponent has one or more memory. So yeah, there's a little subset of cyborg machine guys in here. You may trash one Digimon with cyborg or machine in its traits in your hand to delete one of your opponent's Digimon whose play cost is less or equal to the trash play's cost. Cool. We have a Tesla Jellymon. One of these humanoid-looking ones. The mollusk type. End of attack once per turn. You may trash 2 cards in your hand to unsuspend this Digimon. We have, oh sweet, we have a Gatomon X-Antibody. I like that her ringtail is now super huge and she wears it. That's really cool. Which is a giant bell piercing. When attacking, you have 3 or more security cards. One of your Digimon gets minus 2000 DP for the turn. Another Gazamon, another Toy Agumon. Our first uncommon is another Poyoleomon. Then we have Atomic Megaloblaster. So this is X-Antibody War Growlmon's attack. Choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose total DP adds up to 1000 or less and delete them. And activate this as a main effect. Our other uncommon is X-Antibody. When you have a Digimon play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements. Security, gain 1 memory. Add this card to its owner's hand. Main, place this card under one of your Digimon without X-Antibody and its Digivolution cards as the bottom of a Digivolution. Okay, so cool. It's an option card that you add underneath and it gives them a trait. And it actually says X-Antibody down here. So it says, the effects can't trash X-Antibody in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, and when attacking, this Digimon can Digivolve into a Digimon card with X-Antibody and its traits from your hand for its Digivolution cost. Oh, so that's kind of cool. So it's extra way to Digivolve to those guys. Sweet. Alright, so our first rares, we got another Grand Dracomon already. It sucks that our third pack we got a duplicate rare. But it's made up for by the fact that our second rare is another super rare. Gaiomon, Dragon King X-Antibody. So he's like a samurai dragon. That is definitely neat. Look at these big old swords. So yeah, it's Digivolve from War Black Greymon. Oh, sweet. So War Black Greymon can become a samurai. That's awesome. This card, Digimon, is also treated as having Greymon in its name. Security attack +1. Reboot. When Digivolving, this Digimon has a black Digivolution card. Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. There's a red one. Digivolve gains Blitz, and it's a red and black. That's actually cool. This has so many cool things going for it, because red and black, it gets affected by different stuff that way. Plus, in the actual card effects, it has if you have a red or black, Digivolve that way. Plus, it can Digivolve extra from more Black or Greymon. It's also considered a Greymon. There's a lot of cards that affect the Greymon line. That is definitely an awesome card. Sweet. So we got, what's our second secret rare, or super rare. So we're looking for 8 more. See what we get. Alright. Next pack. We have Tapirmon, which appears a lot, actually. All turns when this Digimon has 2 or fewer colors, it gets 1000 DP. We have Flare Rock Soul. Well, I'm not sure who that guy is, but he looks pretty badass. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5000 DP or less. Then you may Digivolve one of your Digimon into a Digimon card with Shoutmon in its name to your hand. Oh, it's a Shoutmon card. Sweet. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5000 DP or less. Okay, another rookie. We have Pamumon. Players can't play Digimon by effects. I think you have rookie that shuts down some powerful cards. That's sweet. Pillowmon. Players can't play Digimon by effects. Kind of funny we got those back to back. Megagormon. When attacking, you trash one card with Undead or Dark Animal traits in your hand to have this Digimon gain 3000 DP. When this Digimon Digivolve into a Digimon from the trash, reduces its Digivolution cost by 1. Sweet. So yeah, there's a Machine Cyborg, and there's the Undead Dark Animal, and then there's the X-Antibody. So it's kind of like the 3 different themes going on. Here we have Ninjamon. Just a champion data mutant. And then we have Growlmon X-Antibody. So now we have Dealmon, Growlmon, and War Growlmon. So I just need to get Gallantmon to finish off the line. So on your turn, Add 1000 DP to the maximum DP you can choose with DP-based deletion effects. So if something says delete something, if you have 4000, now you can make it 5000. Our first uncommon, we have Fujinmon. So we have Raidenmon, who's lightning. We have Fujinmon, who's air. So I wonder if we're going to get one of the other ones. So if you have a Digimon Adjustamon or Raidenmon in its name, you may pay 1 memory to place this card under that Digimon. When Digiball, you may trash a card with Machine or Cyborg and its traits to suspend one of your opponents. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon at 5000 DP or less. That Digimon doesn't unsuspend during your opponent's next unsuspend phase. So I don't think we're going to get Adjustamon or Raidenmon in this set. I think they were in the last set. I'll check in between videos. So our next uncommon is a Digi-Egg. It's a sweet. So Tokomon X-Antibody. So we have a Digi-Egg. It's an X-Antibody. On your turn, this card adds your security stack. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 1000 DP till the end of turn. Our last uncommon is Megagormon. When attacking, if this Digimon has Machine or Dragon King in its traits, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with Tamers or a play cost of 3 or less. And its regular effect, I skipped by accident, is delete one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers in play at the cost of 3 or less. So you're going to deathmatch with Girimon. That's pretty fun. Plus he's red and black. More dual cards are always fun. Plus he works with the Cyborg, which is the red-black thing. Awesome. Oh, sweet. So our first rare is going to be Raidenmon. I wasn't sure if we were going to get him. We were just talking about that. And there's a Cubimon in the back and a Grappleomon back there. He kind of looks like a morphed version of Megagormon, like a tank version. So on play, when Digivolving plays Raidenmon, one Fujimon, who we've seen both of those, and one Sujinmon, who we have yet to see. From your trash under this Digimon in any order as its bottom Digivolution cards, gain 1 memory for each card placed. When attacking, if the level 6 card in this Digimon's is 6 cards in this Digimon's Digivolution have 3 or more colors among them, this Digimon gets 1000 or 3000 DP till the end of turn. When your opponent's turn. If they have 4 or more colors, Digiball one of your opponent's Digimon. That's sweet. So he pulls other cards. So he's also kind of interesting because he has a level 5 and a level 6. So he requires a couple different costs. Our other rare is our second tamer, TK, Kakashi, and Izzy Izumi. So these are the original Digidestin, but these are their tri-versions. This is when they are growing up and they're in high school. So, starting your main phase, if you have a level 5 or higher Digimon play, gain 1 memory. If your opponent has 5 or higher level Digimon play, gain 1 memory. Your turn, when one of your Digimon digivolves into a yellow or green Digimon, you may suspend this tamer to have one of your opponent's Digimon get minus 1000 DP till the end of your turn, and security placed without paying its memory cost. Awesome, so we get some combinations of these guys. Alright, next pack. We get to start with another Raptordramon. That's alright. Our next one, though, is Eye of the Gorgon. And there's our, what was her name? Grand Drachmon. So we get her card. Some weird shark knees, I guess. Delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. If you do, you may play one purple level 3 Digimon from the trash without paying its memory cost. On play, the effects of Digimon play at this effect don't activate. Awesome. We had the Megalopranamon, now they're just regular Pranamon. Rush is an attack when it comes into play. Option card, we have Awaken the Golden Knight. This is Magnamon. So it's Vmon's golden armor form. When you have a Digimon with armor form and its traits in play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements. You may Digiball one of your Digimon with armor form and its traits to a Digimon with Magnamon in its name in your hand, ignoring the Digivolution requirements and without paying its memory cost. This Digimon, the Digiball, which is effect, can't have its DP reduced until the end of your opponent's turn. Secure to return one card with Magnamon in its name from your trash to your hand. That's sweet. So this is another thing I love about this game. So like we've had previous sets with X-Antibodies, and now we have a set themed around X-Antibodies. We've had, throwbacks with stuff with machines and this and that, all these. But here's like we had a previous, 2 sets ago, we had the Tamer set, or not Tamers, O2, Venture O2 with the Armored Digimon, and now we're having another card that works with that. So it really pays for you to buy set after set, because you like the game, you're going to get cards that work, versus just being like, oh, I just like this Tamer set, or I just like this season, so I'm only going to buy cards for that. Like the fact that they mix them, they spread these things over multiple sets, really makes it fun to collect them, because then it's like, oh, I got like these 2 characters, I need the other 2 of that like set or theories. It's kind of fun. We have a Leomon X-Antibody, who's a blue and green. All turns when Digimon would be deleted from battle, you may pay 1 Leomon from this Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying its memory cost. Ooh, that's fun. So basically, dies, you can come back. Option card, we have X-Digivolution. When you have a Digimon with X-Antibody and its traits in play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirement. May reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may Digiball one of your Digimon into a Digimon with X-Antibody and its traits among them without paying its memory cost. Trash the rest. Then play 1 card with X-Antibody and its traits from your trash under one of your Digimon with X-Antibody and its traits as a bottom of its Digivolution card. Security may reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 with X-Antibody, and trash the rest. Okay, that's cool. It's definitely a neat way to do that. So then we have one of his pictures as evolution. We have Dex Doragamon. So it evolves from regular Dorugamon. When you Digivolving, you may trash 1 card with Dex or Death X in its name or X-Antibody in its traits to gain a memory. When Digivolving, if this is Digivolved from Dorugamon, its Digivolution cards are Digivolving from trash. One of your Digimon gains blocker and retaliation until the opponent's turn. He's also the undead. He also works with X-Antibody. He has a Dex and X-Dex. There's a bunch of stuff going on there. Plus a dual color. That's our first uncommon. Our second uncommon is Guilmon again. Our third uncommon is Mako Mochizuki. So this is one of the new tamers that was in Tri. She was introduced in Digimon Tri. So she hangs out with the new ones. His Makomon is her Digimon. On play, you may reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 purple or yellow Digimon from among them to your hand, trash the rest. All turns, when you play a 2-color purple and yellow Digimon, you may suspend this tamer to gain 1 memory. Awesome. Our first rare is another dual one. So we have Mimi Tachikawa and Joe Kido. So 2 more of the original Digidestin from Tri. So now we're just missing the other 4. So hopefully we get all those. The other 4, but 2 sets of cards. Could be Matt and Ty and Sora and who am I missing? Sora and Kari would be the other 2. Start your turn. If you have an unsuspended Digimon in play, gain 1 memory. If your opponent has a suspended Digimon in play, gain 1 memory. All turns, when your green or blue Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, you may suspend this tamer to draw 1 card. Definitely fun. Then we have another tamer for our other rare. This is Cool Boy. This is clearly someone that has to do with X-Antibodies with a big X up there. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon with X-Antibody in its traits and 1 option with X-Antibody in its traits among them to your hand. Place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. Your turn, when one of your Digimon Digivolves into the same level Digimon with X-Antibody and X trait, you may suspend its tamer to gain 1 memory and draw a card. That's definitely cool. Doesn't make you trash them either, which is always nice. These are white ones. We're still missing a purple trainer. We're missing a bunch. We're missing a lot of cards. We're only a couple packs in. Alright. Zamasumon. I'm not even sure what he's supposed to be. Looks like he has a crossbow on his arm. Maybe like a band-aid arrow sticking out of him. He's a wizard. Big Death Stars. So down here, he has Big Death Stars, which is a subgroup. So occasionally they'll have subgroups. So we'll have to, I'm not sure if I've gotten any other of them before this set. But we got one here. So we have Zamasumon. Alright, then we have Gamamon. He can Digivolve from Gamamon for 2, and he can't be blocked. It's just kind of like an alternate form of the Gamamon, which is neat. We have Salamon. So this is Gagomon's previous form, and there's a black Gagomon with him. And a Palmon in the back. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 2-color purple card from one into your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck. Oh, this just works really well because I'm Falling Angels that we got, the one we got earlier. Dual colored purple, yellow, plus they have some for like Ophanimon, and some other ones like that. So this actually works really well with that. We have an Electmon, just standard basic rookie. Another Gagomon. Oh, sweet. So we just had a Salmon, and now we get Salmon X-Antibody. The top card of your security stack, you may add it to your hand if you do recovery 1. And it's just a mammal with X-Antibody. That is fun. Then we have Kongu. So this is Bahaimon, I believe, one of the legendary sovereigns, who are scattered over multiple sets, like I said before. Until the end of your opponent's turn, your opponent's Digimon with play cost of 7 or less can't attack players. And cards can't be added to security stacks by your opponent's effects. Our first uncommon is Dex Dorogreymon, so he evolves from regular Dorogreymon. When you trash a card with Dex or X Death in its name, or X-Antibody in its traits, your hand gain 1 memory. When Digivolving, Digivolve has Dorogreymon, its Digivolve cards, or is Digivolving from the trash, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. Awesome. Ooh, fun. Omni Shoutmon X-Antibody. So you can Digivolve from, so we had his card before, we had his option card. And there's a Magnavimon back there, it looks like. So we have a Blitz, can attack when your opponent has 1 or more memory, and your turn. This Digimon has Omni Shoutmon or X-Antibody as Digivolution cards. This Digimon can also attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. Our next uncommon, yay, we got another Digi-Egg. We got Modimon. I love Modimon. This is Tenkamon's, generally, Tenkamon's in training form. And the little goopy guy next to him, I can't remember his name. It starts with a B, though. It'll probably come to me later. This Digimon has an Insectoid in its traits. It gains 1000 DP. Our first rare is we got Megagormon to go with our trainer. This is purple and yellow. Also works with them Salmon cards we had earlier. Security, at the end of the battle, play this Digimon without paying its memory cost. And on deletion, if this Digimon has 2 or more colors, it gains 2 memories. Now you can see it's also a champion, but it's unknown because it's so new. They didn't give it any types yet. Our other rare is another super rare, so now we have 3 of them. We have Grandus Kawagamon to go with our regular Grand Quagamon. We've had some of those before too. When Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then this Digimon is attacking, you may switch its target to the attack of one of your opponent's suspended Digimon. Your turn, this Digimon gains 4,000 DP, and end of attack once per turn. If Grand Quagamon or an X-Antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution card, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon and unsuspend this one. Ooh, that's crazy. There's a lot of text on these cards, a lot more than usual. Alright, next pack. Yes, we got 3 of the 10. Yeah, rares will take a little bit while. There's 26 of them. Commons, after I get through a decent pile, I'll check to see what we're missing. Alright, so we had her before, or a version of her. Starling Thunder. This is just Jellymon. We have the evolution. One of your opponent's level 4 Digimon to its owner's hand. Then if you have a Digimon Jellymon in its name, or with Jellymon in its Digivolution cards, return one of your opponent's tamers to its owner's hand. We have a Quagamon X-Antibody. So we have the Owagamon and then the Grandest Quagamons for getting lots of that line. Well, this Digimon has an Insectoid in its traits. It gains Piercing. Nice. Another Megagormon. So now we've had Raidenmon there as well. So now we just need to figure out what that big red one is. It looks like a metal version of, maybe a Megagormon. We have Garurumon X-Antibody. A lot more furrow, some things sticking out of his back. This Digimon has Garurumon or Omnimon in its name. Would be deleted in battle. You may trash 2 cards of the same level. This Digimon in this Digivolution card to prevent that deletion. Oh, so he gets to protect other Garurumon and Omnimon. That is fun. Another Flare Rock Soul, and another Pompumon. Uncommons, we have Tokomon again. We have Pangeamon X-Antibody. This is like Frost Leomon. So Digimon from Pangeamon. Treat this card in Digimon evolves as Leomon in its name. When this Digimon would be deleted in battle, you may pay 1 Leomon from this Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying its memory cost. It keeps the same ability as the other one. Awesome. We got a Gabumon X-Antibody to go with our Garurumon. Extra long fur, super big claws, it's fun. When Digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Garurumon or Omnimon to its name, and 1 X-Antibody and 1 them from them to your hand. The rest in the bottom of your deck in any order. Sweet. Our first rare, Raidenmon. A Warrior X-Antibody. When Digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Alphamon and its name from among them to your hand, and place 1 card with X-Antibody and its traits among them. This Digimon, bottom of its Digivolution cards, trash the rest. If this Digimon has Alphamon in its name, delete one of your opponent's Digimon without paying its cost. Ooh, I wonder if that means this is a X-Antibody version of Alphamon, maybe. That definitely could be. Then we have another option. We have Megalstorm, and this looks like Megalgarurumon X-Antibody, I'm guessing. When you would use this card, if you have a Digimon with X-Antibody and its Digivolution cards in play, reduce the memory cost by 2. Return one of your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon to its hand, you then unsuspend one of your Digimon with Garurumon in its name. Sweet. Alright, next pack. Now we're going to start getting some common, get more repeats as we get through. So we have Makomon's Evolution, Mayakrakmon, Vicious Mode. She's not an X-Antibody, she just has a Vicious Mode. On play, when Digivolve, you may trash 1 card in your hand. If you trash a purple card, delete one of your opponent's level 3. If you trash a yellow card of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP. You could trash once each. If this Digimon has 2 or more colors, gain 2 memory. We have another Wheelmon. We have a Loader Wheelmon, who becomes a construction equipment. I love the design. I think his mane spins around. I think that's one of his attacks. He's an ultimate. We have another Awakening of the Golden Knight. Our first uncommon is a Pagumon, who becomes Gazamon. So when attacking, you trash one card in your hand out of this Digimon game 1000 DP for the turn. Another Gabumon. And then we have a Koromon, which I'm surprised isn't like a Koromon X-Antibody. But yeah, when this Digimon is Agumon or Greymon in its name, it gets 1000 DP, and that'll work towards our Greymon line if we get some more of those. Our first rare is another War Growlmon. Our second one, though, is a Leomon again. But it is Dino Tigermon. So we saw him in that other artwork earlier. Ancient Animal X-Antibody. Digivolves from Saber Leomon. Yeah, so it's sweet. So it's a X-Antibody version of Saber Leomon, essentially. This card, if a card has Leomon in its name or X-Antibodies in its Digimon's evolution cards, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. On your turn, once per turn, when your opponent's Digimon or Tamer becomes suspended, unsuspend this Digimon. That is awesome. I love the, like, on one hand, I have to say, I love all these artworks, everything's so, like, almost animated, and they're doing stuff. On the other hand, there are times I kind of love to just see, like, a side art of them just standing there so I can see, like, the full image of them. Like, oh, this looks really cool, the fangs, the pose, the angle, but you can't really see what all of him looks like, if that makes sense. So, Pranamon, we have a Monochromon, red and black, Ankylosaurus. Which is funny, he's called an Ankylosaur. He is clearly not an Ankylosaur because they're the ones with the ball in the tail. He's more like a Ceratops. I don't want to say Triceratops, more like a Ceratops, or maybe even like not a Stegosaurus because you have the thing on the back. But yeah, it's kind of weird you call him an Ankylosaur. But maybe I don't know my dinosaur terms well enough, and they've evolved since I was a child, which is a long time ago. There's also in the back there's a red Birdmon, which I believe his name is Muchomon, if I remember right. So he has blocker, and when attacking, lose 3 memory. Divermon, a Crackmon. Ooh, we got Greymon X-Antibodies. This will go with our Koromon we just got. So now we need Agumon. We're building up to that Black War Greymon. So this Digimon is Greymon or Omnimon in its name. In effect, would delete or return it to your hand or deck. You may trash 2 cards of the same level in this Digimon's Digivolution cards to prevent it from leaving play. Gagomon, Heavy Mobile Arms. Our first uncommon. This is the card I was looking for, one of these. This is Nefertimon. This is an armor form. So in the set with the armor Digimon, they had all of the main tamers. O2, I keep saying tamers because that's what they refer to Digidestiners now, but they all the Digidestin from O2, Davis, Cody, Yoli, Ken, they all had their armor forms, but PK and Kari did not get theirs, so now we got Nefertimon, which is Gagomon's armor evolution. So I was super excited to add him to this set. Armor Purge. When this Digimon would be deleted, you may trash the top card of the Digimon to prevent that deletion. When attacking one of your opponent's Digimon, gets minus 2000 DP for the turn. So now I'm just waiting for Pegasusmon to finish off that set. We got another Fujinmon. And, oh, sweet, look at that. We got Sujinmon. So we got all 3 of them now. Hand, if you have a Digimon Justimon or Raidenmon in play, you may pay 1 memory to place this card under that Digimon. Bottom of the Digivolution card. You may trash 1 Digimon's machine or sideboard. Traits in your hand, have one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to the bottom of their deck. And then when attacking, one of your opponent's level 4 to its hand. Awesome. Our first rare is Grangus Scissors. So Grangus Kawagamon's attack. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then unsuspend one of your Digimon with insect in its traits. It may attack your opponent's Digimon. Oh boy, because he already has effects that let him untap stuff and suspend other opponents. And then his effect lets him do that even more. That's awesome. And then security, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. Our other rare is Sunrise Burst. So I believe this is Raidenmon. So just a different version of Greymon here. When you have a yellow or red Tamer from your hand without... You may play a red or yellow or red Tamer from your hand without paying its memory cost. Then one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP for each red and yellow Tamer you have in play. And activate this card's main effect. Sweet. And I believe the Tamer that you're going to be talking about is Kari and Kai, because they're going to be the red and yellow ones. Because I believe Sora and Mac are together. Sorry. Bumped the camera. Alright. Maybe get through for sure one, maybe two more packs, and I'll probably end this video as part one, since it's already gone on long enough. Alright. Startling Thunder, Growlmon, Eye of Gorgon. We have a regular Starmon. Nice, this yellow champion. Sometimes you just need them basic cards. That's why these are all duplicates. Our first uncommon, Bagumon, Gabumon, Cormon. So at least we got one new one. Our first rare, though, we got a Jellymon. Once per turn, when you play a blue Tamer, draw one card. And then once per turn, when an effect adds one card to your hand, turn one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon to its owner's hand. Then awesome. We got another super rare. So our fourth one. We got War Greymon X-Antibody. So now we just need that Agumon card to finish off this line. And a regular War Greymon. But still, look at his massive claws. I love it. When this card is removed from your opponent's security stack, gain 1 memory. End of turn, if War Greymon or X-Antibody is in its Digimon's Digivolution card, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon's DP. Definitely fun. Sweet, so now we got 4 of the 10. We got get through another pack here. Whoops, tore that one in half. I try not to wreck those. Loader-Leomon, Tesla Jellymon, Atakamikidamon. Dark Super Starmon. So now we get the ultimate version of Starmon. Nothing super special about him, but another yellow-black. Super helpful. Here we have Death X Digivolution, so I don't have that guy yet. You play a Digimon with X-Antibody in its traits, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements. Main, you may Digivolve one of your Digimon into a card with Dex or Dex F. Death X in its name from your trash for its memory cost. Nice, and it has an X-Antibody trait down there. Another War Growlmon, another Monochromon. Yay! Our first uncommon is a Pegasusmon, so we got both of them. So Pagamon, Armor Digivolves into Pegasusmon. Armor Purge would be deleted. You may trash the top card of this Digimon to prevent that deletion. And when Digivolving, one or more of your opponent's Digimon gains security -1. Sweet. Our next uncommon is Maki Himikawa. So she is in Try as well. She's one of the other protagonists that has to do stuff. So reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Tapirmon, and 1 2-colored black card from among them to your hand. Place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. When your opponent would Digivolve into a 2-colored black Digimon, you may suspend this Tamer to reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. So she's one of the adults that had Digimon before the Digidesting. It's a whole big story. You have to watch all the movies. Agumon, our first rare is another Sunrise Blaster. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got another secret rare. So now it does say SR for, so you think it'd be a super rare, but it's a secret rare because it's foiled differently. So all the other super rares just have regular foil on them. Let me see if I can find one again. Yeah, so like Super Rare, it just still has just like the regular foil. But yeah, we get like the secret rares. They have this textured foil, and you kind of see how like the Digimon himself doesn't have some of that foil over him, where like some of his attacks and stuff are. So it's definitely awesome. It's just sweet. We got one of the 2 secret rares. The Dex Dora. It's either a secret rare or it's alternate art. I could be wrong. It could just be an alternate art super. Oh yes, sorry, I am wrong. It is alternate art because the secret rare it's SEC for secret. So it's alternate art, but still you get usually 1 alternate art per box. That's still definitely awesome. So Dex Dora Gugumon. Did we already have one of him? I should just keep all my rares in a separate pile, but I never do. I know we had some of the other Dex Doragamons, but I don't know if we had this particular one. And of course, me trying to find them is going to be a pain. You can never find anything when you're actually looking for it. Alright, I'll have to look it up in between videos, and when we come back in part 2, well, no, Dex Doragraymon is who I was thinking of. This is Dex Doragramon. Alright, so yes, Dex, if you have regular Doragramon, in its Digivolution, cards, or is Digivolving from the trash, delete all your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level. You may play 1 purple or black level 3 Digimon from your trash without paying its cost. If you have 5 or more cards with Dex or Dex F in their names in your trash, you may play 1 Death Xmon from your trash without paying its memory cost instead. Awesome, so it'll be cool with that. Yeah, so this is an alt art cards. We'll see if we get the regular one. Alright, so that was part 1. We didn't quite get through half of the packs. We actually got through maybe about a quarter of them, about 10 of the 40. But the rest of them will start going a little bit quicker because we probably got most of the cards already. Alright, see you guys in part 2. Bye.